Welcome to your Ethereum News Roundup. Here's your latest for Monday, June 9th, 2025. Sigma Prime introduces the Anchor DVT client. Unichain launches a conditional funding markets experiment. Sunnyside Labs sustains 50 blobs on a Pure DAS testnet. And BitGlobal drops its lawsuit against Coinbase. All this and more starts right now. Blockchain security firm and Ethereum client developer Sigma Prime introduced Anchor version 0.1.0, a Rust-based distributed validator technology client for the SSV network. Anchor is the second DVT client for the network following SSV Labs implementation and builds on the Lighthouse Ethereum consensus client codebase. Anchor is fully interoperable with existing clients on public testnets. SSV Network is a permissionless Ethereum staking protocol that splits validator private keys into key shares, distributing them among multiple independent node operators. The architecture enhances fault tolerance and eliminates single points of failure. The Uniswap Foundation is offering up to $900,000 in grants to lending protocols on Unichain as part of its conditional funding markets pilot, which uses a Futariki-based funding model. In the model, forecasters will bet on which protocols will drive the most TVL growth if granted the funds for user incentives, and the protocols with the highest predicted impact will receive the grants. Lending protocols can apply until June 18th. The initiative includes 3 grants, one $100,000 grant and 2 $400,000 grants. Forecasting markets open on July 7th, allowing users to make TVL predictions and earn rewards based on accuracy when the conditional funding markets resolve in October using actual TVL data. Sunnyside Labs, a core development contributor to the Optimism Collective, deployed a development network to stress test blob throughput on Pure DAS. The test evaluated how well different combinations of Ethereum execution and consensus clients handle increasing blob throughput. The testnet sustained a peak throughput of 50 blobs per block, up from the current 6 blobs per block on Ethereum mainnet. The team now plans to work on client-specific optimizations, fault-tolerant supernode designs, and deeper analysis of distributed blob building to push the ceiling higher. Increasing blob throughput expands data capacity and significantly reduces costs for Ethereum rollups, making it a critical step in scaling the superchain. And lastly, BitGlobal, a Hong Kong-based digital asset custody platform, dropped its lawsuit against Coinbase over the delisting of WBTC. The lawsuit, filed in December 2024, sought $1 billion in damages and accused Coinbase for removing WBTC in favor of its own competing wrapped Bitcoin product, CBBTC. In 2024, BitGo, the original issuer of WBTC, transferred control of its protocol to a joint venture between BitGlobal and Tron founder Justin Sun. Following the transfer, major platforms including MakerDAO reduced their exposure to WBTC. Coinbase followed suit by delisting the asset in December 2024. In other news, L2B and Lido Finance joined the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance. Stablecoins now amount to 1.1% of the total USD supply, and X partners with Polymarket. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories in Ethereum. You can support this podcast by subscribing and following us at ETH Daily. Also subscribe to our newsletter at ethdaily.io. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.